Captain on the bridge.
Already, Captain's blood alert. Yes, let's go! Captains, my captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, oof, I have some things to go over. Whew, alright, let me try to collect myself. I'm a little excited, and it may be a little bit more of an excited Triz than usual, but we'll go over that. So, on screen. Now, captains, you know that we wait until later in the day so that we can get all the information and put it in all one video. So we are back on the Star Trek Online official Twitter feed, and we got some things to go over along with the next new ship, which of course you already saw in the thumbnail, captains, but that is not what I'm excited for. I'm going to leave that till the last. So what we're going to do, go over the news, the info, drop the ECs, and then do my special announcement. Here we go. Alright, so, my console captains. You can save 20% on Zen in their respective game stores. 15% on keys, that's cute. And the keyring bundle. And 20% on everything in the low buy store. There we go. So key, low buy store, and Zen sale. We're excited to announce a Zen discount on Xbox and PlayStation until July 6th. So that's today, going from today to July the 6th. Captains can get their hands on Zen for 20% off. So here's a chart here. Captains, as usual, will leave all these links in the description below. But there you go. You buy 500 Zen. Discounted, it's at $3.99, so on and so forth, up to 23,000 Zen, which is $159.99. The Admiral would absolutely kill me. Just saying. Rule of acquisition 74, knowledge equals profit. Any wise captain knows that when a sale of this good comes your way, it's best to take advantage of it. We're pleased to announce that Ferengi merchants are putting a 15% sale on keys from June 22nd, today, to June 27th. Now is the best time for captains to load up on your keys and grab those ships you've been eyeing. So I'm guessing this discount is the one that goes up until the 6th. Remember, captains, rule of acquisition 22, a wise man can hear profit in the wind. Why is it that I'm brought back to memories of Winter Wonderland? Now is the time to act. For a limited time only starting today, players will be able to purchase the Key Ring Bundle. This special pack includes 20 master keys used to open any lockbox for the price of 2,250 Zen. As an additional special promotional offer, when purchasing this bundle, every pack also includes a single ultimate tech upgrade. Applying this item to any upgradable piece of equipment will instantly set both its mark and quantity to maximum, usually Mark 15 or 14 in epic gold quality. That's a little old. It should be 15 now, with 0 dilithium cost. The promotional bundle will be available in the Zen store from June 22nd, June 27th. The Low-Buy Crystal Consortium is pleased to announce their latest featured sale. From June 22nd to June 27th, shrewd captains will be able to choose from their wide selection of wares just by visiting the in-game Low-Buy store. All items in the Low-Buy store will be 20% off for their entire sale. Now, the best time to take command of the Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought Cruiser, which is, of course, the Vengeance, or get your hands on the Boolean Heavy Assault Cannon, highly recommended, or fly the stars in the Bodwar Asika Heavy Battle Cruiser. Enjoy, Captain. So there you go. And Captains, we will leave this in the description below. The next one up here. Now, they have, again, for the Xbox and PlayStation, reloaded this trailer. So we're going to actually go over that here, because it's actually in this blog here. So, our next update, Stormfall. Finally, captains, it's here. My console caps, it is here. And I'm excited. So, we'll just play this, captains, for you. all platforms, if that should say. But there you go, Captains. That is for the trailer for Stormfall. Now, you've stepped through the mirror and back, Captains, just barely escaping with your lives. If adventure, and again, will it be for the last time? Join one of our most star-studded casts in Stormfall. The latest Star Trek Online story update. Kate Mulgrew returns as both Admiral Janeway from the Prime Star Trek universe and her disastrously Borg-afflicted mirror counterpart. I love that. Joining her are Mary Wiseman as Sylvia Tilly, the unhinged murders version of Tilly from the Star Trek Discovery. Chase Masterson joins us to reprise the role she created just for Star Trek Online, Admiral Leda, the true antithesis of everything her character stood for in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. To play Brown brings us a version of Kumarke like we've never seen before. And finally, for the first time, Noah Averbach Katz, Rin from the Star Trek Discovery, step out from behind the streaming desk and step into the game playing Ray Yeet, a mirror universe inhabitant who rebels against the evil Terran Empire. So stand alone alongside and against all of these forces, including your own dark reflection. Now, Captains, I'm going to speak to this quickly here. We talked about in the last video just this little bit here about how much longevity Star Trek has. If all the shows were to stop, they have so much things to pull from the main series. Look at this. They literally made a character in the Mirror Universe. Just saying. So that's just something to think about. I thought I'd just drop that easy when I was reading this earlier. Like, yeah, wow. You know, even if, right, everything ends in the next year, 2 years, there's so much they can sort of create from that. So, again, just thought I'd throw that in there. Story plays out in 2 brand new episodes, Blue Shift and The Calling. In addition, you'll find we've reworked the Task Force Operation Assault on Terran Nor into the completely redone Forged in Fire. Finally, you can oppose the Terran Empire in the updated, screen-accurate map of Deep Space Nine, with brand new cutscenes, enemies, and boss mechanics. You can play all of that and more in the Heart of the Storm event to unlock a powerful new ground set based around Mirror Kumarke, the Pink Visual Storm. That's just sorry, I had to. And if you're brand new or just want to see it all again, the 2409 Era Federation tutorial has received a long-needed update, added more depth, better environments and cutscenes, more streamlined content and interactions with Admiral Janeway herself, as well as Aaron Eisenberg as Captain Nog. Captains, that's why we did the tutorial last night and uploaded here to the YouTube bridge, because we wanted to keep a log of it, and of course, just keep it and it'll be there and kind of compare. And yes, comparing the two, it's worth doing the new revamped tutorial, Captains. Highly suggested. Just make a character, just go through the tutorial and enjoy for what it is. Lower Decks has been one of our favorite new additions to the Star Trek canon, and we're adding the California class, the flagship of that show, into the Infinity Lockbox starting today. In addition, several awesome items from the show, like the mandatory medical treatment rifle and the Scorpion Cube, have been added to the Low Buy store. It's an exciting time to be a Star Trek Online fan, and we're so pleased to have you with us. Captain Stormfall will be live after maintenance today. We'll see you in the final frontier. So there you go. The California class is now available here on the PC, and also now on the PS4 and Xbox bridges. So there you go, Captains. There's that. Next one up here that we'll go with just a little note here. There's an updating process put in place by our console partners, and unfortunately means that for this update, you will have a larger file. After this, the download should be significantly smaller. This is for us console caps. I have yet to do the download, the update. But there you go, just thought I'd read it there because it's right there. Now, Captains on PC, so my PC caps, can earn bonus marks until June 27. There you go, bonus marks weekend. This weekend, starting Thursday, June 23 to Monday, June 27th, we are running a special event where Captains can earn bonus marks by playing content throughout the game. During the event, content that provides marks, fleet, or reputation will reward 50%, 1.5 bonus above normal amounts. This bonus is available for all content that rewards marks. Start building your fleet, projects, and reputations. Hope you enjoy this special event, and we'll see you in game. Captains, special marks. I need any more marks. I think I'm good. But for those who need the marks, there you go. There's a bonus happening. Next up in line, here we go. Starting today, if you purchase a Board Cube PC from Cherry Tree Inc., you will also get an insert with 50% off Zen store ship coupons, all 3 Faction Elite starter packs, and 3 Elite Service starter packs. Now, I have to say that this was kind of cool, so I did include it here. I wish I could get this. This looks so cool, but I just don't have the room here in my home to get this, at least set it up properly. But man, if I could probably down the road, maybe in the future, get this, I probably would, just for the sake of the case, because that just looks so good. That just looks so good, Gats. Could you imagine having that board cube and then next to, like, I have a Diamond Select Sovereign. Just put that on your desk. You're done. You're done. Like, seriously, you're done. But there you go, Captains. We're just going to leave that there. And there's a Bernie Sanders. I didn't even see that. Sure. That's cool. Again, thought we would just include it because it is here on the official Twitter feeds. Here we go. MMORPG.com. The latest update for Star Trek Online Stormfall has launched on Xbox and PlayStation consoles today. The update brings the next chapter in the story. The captains can prep for the upcoming Lulnut Festival later this month. Which we all know, I love floating on Ryza, doing the Horgon hunt for the favors. Star Trek Stormfall launches on console, brings Lulnut Festival on June 30. So, Captains, there you go. I'm going to leave this linked below in the description so that you can go over this, Captains, but it is going over what we already know, so there's no need to rehash that, but I will leave that in the description like I said. Now, here we go. So, earlier, Cryptic Studios tried to stream, but that didn't go so well. There was a lot of buffering. They had cut in and out like 3-4 times, and it was supposed to. Here we go. We read it. New 10-4 Weekly tonight as Bordicus and Sandman join us to reveal a new ship coming to the Infinity Lockbox. Well, new-ish. You've seen it. Tune in. Now, again, they had problems, so what they did was just show us. Now, and here it is. There were, unfortunately, some technical issues with 10-4 Weekly today, so we're going to cancel it. But the ship being announced was the Archeron. More details on stats in Bordicus' Twitter, but there are the amazing Sandman concept pieces that you have seen. So, we'll pull that up here. We'll look at this one first. So, Captains, we've already seen this, and there was also a costume leak, I guess I'm going to call it, on the PC bridge, where Captains were able to go into the tailor. They actually got this new skin, and they just kept it. Sure. And I think it would have reverted back if they went back to the tailor, so a lot of Captains that fly the sticks has this. So I'll just say this outright. I am not a huge fan of the sticks design. That's just me. Having said that, is this something I'm going to get? I don't know, because we'll go through that later. But here it is. This was the original one down here. I actually called it a cockroach. And then now it's a cockroach with a hammerhead. So there you go. I'm not going to wail on it too much. I know a lot of captains love this. This is a great, great, great torpedo platform, tanking platform. The old one, the old sticks. And it was in the new episode, the Emperor ship. We already saw it in the trailer, so there's no real spoiler. But this is the Emperor ship right here. This is what they were supposed to show us today there on 10-4 Weekly, but they decided to just do a Twitter dump here. And there you go. Again, huge shout out to Ortiz there for the work that he's done. These sketches are so nice, and this is why I use them as a thumbnail, just to kind of give a little respect to him and the work that he does there. But there you go. There is that. It's going to be the Emperor ship. That was the big reveal. Now, we're going to go to the next one here. Now, this is going over all of the things that they've dropped here. So, in terms of its stations and all that stuff. Now, we're going to go back here quickly. Sorry. Go back. There you go. Now, sorry about the stuff stream. We have to cancel. Does some tech debugging. In the meantime, allow me to introduce you to the ship we intended to announce today. Of course, a Terran Archon Dreadnought carrier. So this is a carrier. Captains, this is quite evil. So there's another picture of it right there. Again, it's just like a Styx. It doesn't look like there's a lot of improvement, but there actually is. If you kind of look at here from the original Styx and then look at the new one, there is differences, but the overall sort of shape minus the head is kind of almost the same, in my opinion. But there is that. Now, there are some details that came along with this here. So we're going to go hit this. Yeah, they release a lot of info. So there's, again, the ship there. That is the ship. They released the layout here. It's a 5.2 weapons, 4.25 consoles, and 2 hangar bays. And again, I think it comes with those special hangar pets that only come with the 6. And there you see. Now, what is interesting here, there are 3 weapons and the 4 here, or at least the 2 weapons here. I believe those are phasers that were either new agony phasers. I think is what the icon is. I have to look. I don't really think they look like that. They look new, but I could be wrong. There's a layout there. Again, it's the Archon Dreadnought carrier. It is the 5.2 layout. The captains are going to go crazy over that. Now, they actually just gave us all the pictures here, which is great. So the console ability is a temporal MIRV launcher. Damage improved with EPG. Slow percentage improved with Crit X. Now, self-replicating projectile. Radiation damage plus speed debuff. Now, affects foes 3 max 180 targeting arc. Launch up to 3 temporal MIRV projectiles, 1 per foe. After nearing a foe, the MIRV will stop and create duplicate projectiles once per 2 seconds for up to 12 seconds. After 12 seconds, original MIRV will continue toward a foe. Each projectile, original or duplicate, deals 6685.5 radiation damage and 4.8% reduction to speed. Turn rate and weapon firing cycle stacks up to 5 times to all foes within 1 kilometer of impact. That's why I don't know, because this is a torpedo type thing, but to be honest with you, captains, I'm leaning towards no personally. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited about this, and hey, captains, that's all good. You're the one captaining the ship, not me. So if this is for you, this is for you. But keep in mind, this is a lockbox ship. Okay. Now here is the trait, starship trait, gravitic entanglement. I read this. It kind of sounded kind of cool. While under the effects of beam, fire at will, or cannon scatter volley, foes hit by your energy weapons will attract one another at random. The gravitic attraction will target a foe far away if possible. If the only valid targets are in close proximity, the gravitational resonance will cause a small kinetic explosion instead of pulling the ships toward one another. If an enemy ship causes one of these explosions, it cannot do so again for several seconds. So while beam, fire at will, or cannon scatter volley, foes hit by your energy weapons are pulled together if within 5 clicks of each other. Holy cow, this sounds like some Gravwell, beam, fire at will, fun tank-ish thing happening here. I could be wrong, but there it is. If attracted to another foe that was within 0.5 clicks, caused 2,000 kinetic damage instead of being pulled. That's interesting. It sounds good. Sounds interesting. Something I'd probably try, but I don't think it's for me worth to get that. Personally, I believe that was all there. There's just another shot there of the ship. We're going to do a quick refresh just to make sure there was nothing else here. Doing this here just so that we've gotten everything. So there you go, captains. Again, first impressions on the ship. For me personally, nothing a ship that I'm going to be gunning for. I am glad I got the 2 ships that I just got recently, which is the Cheval and the California class. And this is saving me from using another resource of mine. Now, again, Captain, this is a lockbox ship, so highly recommended, highly recommended. If you really want the ship guaranteed, and not leaving up to RNGesus, buy the keys, put them on the exchange after a sale until you get enough EC to buy it. That just a guaranteed. You're not going to gamble, because that is what it is. Again, I heard someone else just recently bought $200 worth of keys or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, and guess what? They got nada, nothing, zilch, zero. So there you go. So, captains, there is the news update for Star Trek Online as of this video. Now, on to what I was excited for. Oh, okay. I am going to throw a little bit of cautionary to the wind here for a bit. Some caution to the wind. There is a huge possibility for us to get a particular current Star Trek Strange New Worlds actor here on the bridge. And of course, it will be possibly Hemmer, aka also known as Bruce Horak. As you can tell, I'm kind of I tried to practice this, but there's just no way. I reached out to Bruce Horak's site, and I'm just going to read the email that I received, and then we're going to go from there. So, hello, I'm Bruce Horak's manager. I'm reaching out to set up an interview for you with Bruce as per your request. Would Friday work for you? Let me know and we'll go from there. So, captains, I'm throwing caution to the wind, but the announcement is possibly we will have Bruce Horak, aka Hemmer from Strange New Worlds, here on the bridge for an interview with Triz. Yes, let's go! Oh man. So the email, I'm just gonna paraphrase the email I sent. I was just fanboying, really. I was saying, and also one of the reasons why is I found out this actor was from the same province as me. So I kind of put that in a title, asking. I just want to say I'm a fan of your work, and I was wondering if I would be able to have you here on the bridge for an interview. If not, just hello from a huge fan of your work. I just paraphrase some of that. And I got the email back today saying, well, it wasn't from him, but it was from his manager. Now, I did kind of go up and follow up. We've already had a few discussions back here and forth, and we're just confirming and sort of solidifying the meeting. We're gonna do it if it's gonna be done Friday, this Friday, captains, as of this video. So I am beside myself because for those captains who have been following the reviews, anything that has a Hemmer in it, I have been kind of fanboying because I loved, well, I fanboy more over Pike, but I do love Hemmer's presence in any of the scenes that he's been. And that's why I noted in the last review that I did of 6 and 7 that he wasn't there. But we all know that he is coming to the next episode, because coming up next week, episode 8. So I sent this back, weeks ago. Just cause I didn't know what compelled me. I was just looking him up. I found he's from my city. I said, "Where's the site?" I didn't say where his site is, but I went to go search him up. There was a contact me. I did, and here we are, captains. That's the announcement. That's what I'm more excited about. Is we have a huge opportunity here just to be able to meet one of the current actors on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which you know, captains, that I have been enjoying. And wow, I'm so humbled. I am so honored. If this goes through, again, I'm throwing caution to the wind just in case things fall apart. Now, if they do fall apart, I gave it a shot. But take my word for it, captains, or not. If it happens, it happens. But what I will be doing is setting up a time frame. Now it's gonna be 9 a.m. my time, Mountain Standard, but 11 o'clock Eastern time, his time, because he lives in Ontario. So that is what the plan is. We're gonna do it over a Zoom call, and most likely we're gonna do it over Twitch. Captains, even if you don't have an account on Twitch, what you can do is just still watch it. And I will link below again also my Twitch channel. It is also there in the banner. What we're going to do is just like what we had Ambassador Kale style with a little bit of difference. Of course, I already have my set of questions there. I'm going to ask him. I will not be taking as many questions from chat because I may have to respect a time frame depending on what it is, because I do have a set of questions, not a lot of questions, but I do want to again respect Mr. Bruce's time when he's there on a bridge with us. So what I'm going to ask of you, captains, below, comment below what questions you may want me to ask, and I may have already got them in my list. If not, I may include them already. One of the questions, just for example, is how long it takes him to get into his costume. And that actually is a huge shout out to Idsir for throwing that out there. I have already talked to some of my fellow captains already because I am super excited, and this is why I'm announcing it this way. Now, again, we are aiming for Friday. So hopefully this happens. I just have to solidify the time frame, but no, captains, that this is what I was excited for. You may meet Hemmer from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Let's go! Whew. Okay, I had to change my uniform when I saw that email, but again, we're going to throw caution to the wind. We're going to, now I'm just ranting because I'm just nervous, excited, all that in one ball. And again, we are going to just do our best and just have a real conversation with him. Just really have a conversation. I will, of course, do my very best to just ask the questions, of course, that I want to ask, but also maybe some questions that you want to ask, captains. But to have a current Star Trek actor come onto the bridge here, oof, that is an honor that that will stay with me for a long time, especially with a series that I am loving to death. There's no episode, even though I've ranked them, there's no, it doesn't mean like the lowest ranked is the bad. No, it's just how I rank them because they're all really good. And like I said, I've been able to connect with Hemmer instantly, and not only through the screen, but we have a connection in real life. We are from the same province here in Canada. So, captains, there you go. That's the announcement. That's a special announcement. Look out for more announcements, videos. Join our Discord. That is also where I communicate with the rest of my fellow captains on what we're doing. But let's see if this happens. Hopefully, it does happen. If not, we're going to try to push it down the road. But we're trying our best here, captains, to be able to meet current Star Trek actors, and this may be our first one. Cross your fingers. Let's do this. Captains, we'll leave it on this note.
Live long.
I'll give you one more.
Prosper.
Yes, let's go!